Gary Dickinson has a 1-pin lead right now. He really would love to have this strike set up going into the 10th frame.
Beautiful follow through, and the result is a strike in the ninth. Up is Joe Nuzzo now.
Last night, these two fellows bowled for the 5th and 6th position last night, Chris. They both got in the top 5, but in this position, Joe Nuzzo on this exact same pair of lanes against Gary Dickinson cranked it up in this position, struck in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th frames to lock himself in the top 5. Let's see if he can do it again today.
Oh, beautiful double for Joe Nuzzo. Pressure.
All right, Chris, he went a little high, leaving the 6 pin. The best possible score he can get with the conversion is 224. Gary Dickinson can get a strike in the 10th, 11th, and 12th. We will have a tie match, our very first game this year. Nuzzo needing this spare to at least lock himself into a tie in the first game.
And makes it with comfort. Nuzzo of Youngstown. And fine first game by Nuzzo, 224.
Dickinson must strike on these next 3 shots that he's going to throw, or he is finished.
It's a man-sized job, though.
Just to tie.
There's one. Okay, 2 in a row. In this 3 must for a tie, as Nelson Burton indicated.
Chris, when you're in a situation like this, you just go for all heart, all desire. You got to put everything you have on this ball. Everything he's learned in his whole bowling career has to go in this one shot. He's still alive. If he can get a strike, it will be a tie game. Anything less, Nuzzo is the winner. Solid 4. Tough break.
Solid.
Nuzzo threw a sensational ball there in the 9th frame. Let's see if Larry Gray can answer the bell and stay right in the match. He trails by 11 right now. A little anxiety showing on his face there.
A double for Gray. 1 pin.
He really didn't expect to get a strike on that shot. Look at the look on his face. He knew he had lost the ball and a little on his swing, and he got a very fortunate break. The 5 and 8 driving straight back, and the 10 just falling out. Chris, he could have had a split on that or any combination and really been in trouble in the match. Right now, he's in a position to take the lead with 1 more strike.
A young professional who never finished higher than 12th. That was 2 years ago in the Fresno Open. Now bowling in Torrance.
His home house, his home lanes, his home fans, and it's all down to the 10th frame.
Now leads by 9.
And what a hometown kick, Chris. That ball was so high and almost with a split. From out of nowhere comes the 2-pin to knock out the 4 and give him a great break, a lead in the match, and could really put the pressure on Nuzzo. The possibility is great. The best he can shoot is 247. Joe Nuzzo cannot be shut out. He can get up and shoot 248. Chris, absolutely sensational under the pressure. Right now, Larry Gray, looking at the scoreboard to his left, knows he can shoot 247. If he shoots 247, Joe Nuzzo must do just like Dickinson, all 3 in the 10th to win, or 2 in the 10th, and 9 to tie.
No wonder this series has a great rating, Bo. You talk to viewers, whether they be professional people or non-bowlers or bowlers, there's always excitement.
It's match play, Chris.
Leading the 4-7 on the left lane, but shooting a 245, first time on national television. Great performance.
Now all he can do is sit down and hope. Joe Nuzzo must strike on this first ball in the 10th, the second ball in the 10th, and get 8 on his last ball to win the match. Nuzzo has a possible 248. He must strike on this ball.
Take that deep breath. Get the reaction of Gray, left corner of your screen. Not even looking. There's one. Sounds like a repeat of the first match we did.
I'll tell you, Chris, I watched this fellow last year. He could have made the telecast a couple of times, got bad breaks. He's good in the clutch, and I would be very surprised, even though it's his first time on national television, his first time in this situation, if he doesn't put the ball in the pocket. Larry Gray knows there's nothing he can do. A little apprehensive. Pressure is all on Joe Nuzzo on this shot. He's cool.
And the 4 dropping at the last minute.
Chris, as destiny would have it, Larry Gray put Joe Nuzzo in that position by catching what we call the trip 4, but those were extremely high hits in the 11th frame. Joe Nuzzo gets the same break. Right now, he needs 8 pins or better to win the match. If Joe Nuzzo gets 7 on this ball, we have another tie game at 245.
First game here today, 224 to 223. Nuzzo won it. And with this ball, he can move ahead. And he does. Joe Nuzzo of Youngstown, Ohio, wins his second match, wins this one by 2 pins, 247 to 245, and now we'll meet Mark Roth in the semifinal. Lots of people here in attendance watching this head-to-head competition, our live television coverage in California. High hit and nearly the 7. That gives Mark 186 through the 8th. And he'll be shooting the 7th pin in a moment here on the right lane.
The thing for Mark Roth not to do here is to lose his momentum. He has this match well in hand. He still has to bowl one more game to win the Lite Classic title. Look at that pin just talking to him a little bit. He'll wipe it out here.
Strike I've seen in a while.
Ooh. Could not get a break. He got a great break in the 4th, but a little high in the 6th. As while they were gone, Mark Roth got up and threw 2 tremendously powerful strikes, Chris. They were very light, just blew the pins all over the back end. I don't know if that had a psychological effect on Lee Taylor, but it was Mark Roth's kind of answer to him. He says, I'm here to play.
Now the 410 after a 4-6-10 in the 2nd frame.
He has to go for it. Right now, he's only 4 pins down. If he can convert this, it's very difficult. Have to slide the 4 across the lane from the left side into the 10.